Welcome to the Old Fashion Masonic Podcast, where we talk all things Freemasonry while drinking an old fashioned. I'm Brian.
And I'm Russ.
And I'm Fred Smith.
So, Fred, that you saw in recent episodes, Fred has a very accomplished career. White hat, past potentate, coming back to lodge, unlimited card holder, blah, blah, blah. I mean, all of the things. But what I know Fred most as, when I was second touched by Fred was at the shrine. So we're going to talk about the director staff. In other places, I've heard the Wrecking Crew.
The Wrecking Crew. There's the Brutal Brothers.
Don't go to the old school names.
No. Those are the two prominent ones. But in about the late 40s, early 50s, Imperial come up with the name director staff.
Gotcha.
And that's when when we started using it.
Gotcha.
So talk to us about what is the role, the purpose of the director staff?
The director staff, the role has changed over the last 100 years.
Okay, let's talk through it.
It used to be their main function was totally the second section. That was all they did, because there was a ceremonial divan.
Let's take them back. So when you become a Shriner, you've got a very ritualistic part when you come through.
Yeah,
very old school, very ritualistic, and then you've got more of the fun side of it. The Shriners are really the fun part of Masonry.
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's the playground of Masonry, right?
The shrine is, and we're the playground monitors.
Yeah, we are
directors of the fun.
We are the chaperones your parents warned you about.
Yes.
So the role.
Yeah, the role of the director staff today is we now do the first section. We do a team building or second section. We also do the art ceremony.
We initiate them.
Oh, did I do something?
Move your foot. There we go. Keep little technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Stay with us.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
And we also do the art ceremony, which I'm extremely proud of. Mm-hmm. And now we've taken on doing the Knickerbocker episode. So we do the ritualistic part, and then we do all this for the second section or the team building, whatever we call it today. We put up on that, and we run through that, and it's a busy day.
It is a busy day.
Extremely busy day. You are so tired when it's done, but it's one of those tired. You're sitting back and you're laughing.
Right. Sure.
It's a great day. You're meeting great people.
So those that are watching, September, stay tuned to September, because in September, that's always the anniversary for when Shriners were created. We're going to bring Fred back. We're going to talk one more time about how the shrine was formed.
Okay.
We're going to have an interesting spin on it. So you saw the perplexed look on Fred's face. She's like, oh, really? Yeah. So this is what we do. So the role of the director staff is they perform all of the initiation practice to make somebody a Shriner. Okay? So let's talk about admitting their origin. So they've had some different names over the years.
Okay, now originally...
What were they called?
Well, originally, the Air Patrol did this. And in 1923, they decided to break away and have a unit take care of the second section. And there was five guys that formed it. And they were called the guerrillas. The guerrillas. And there's guerrillas. Okay. And everybody today puts their title on their fez. Well, they didn't do that back then, so they have these ribbons that said guerrillas.
Right.
And then in the 30s, they changed it to the Molochs.
What is a Moloch?
It is a mythical lizard-like creature. Now, you look on our logo.
Masons do know where the lizard people are.
Yes.
The secrets are out,
and
boys.
They're on our
Dave
our
Thomas,
logo.
that's for you.
Our logo, if you look at the two guys carrying, the three guys on the stretcher,
yes,
those are Molochs.
I got to go look at my reds.
Yes.
I got reds here. We're going to pull those out.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, right in front of everybody?
No.
Yes.
Not that.
And then in the 50s, they changed it to the director staff, but that's just one of the things, and we're still.
I originally thought those were the gorillas looking guys, but they are.
We got to bring the reds. I've not played attention.
Lizard looking dudes.
I'm getting ready to jump in front of you on this one.
Go.
You almost needed to put one up there.
You know what? I think we can do that. So, the director staff, there are all the shrine centers across the world.
Yes.
Once a year, they merge on a central location and they compete with their stunts.
Yes. Shrine Directors Association and now Shriners International.
SDA.
SDA.
So, I don't think you've ever done an SDA.
No.
I have not.
So he's probably not strong enough.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Wow.
So, hey, shots fired by Fred, just so you know.
Cross the bow.
So, they all converge on this city and they move all around the country and they basically compete. They bring new stunts, new initiation type things, whatever. So, you don't know this. My very first one. So, the director staff, for those who aren't Shriners, we're a bunch of pranksters and there's a lot of BS that goes on. So, my
fun,
great group.
Fun-loving.
Great group. So, I go up to my first one years ago in San Antonio, Texas. So, I come in and I'm doing business in San Antonio. So I come into the hotel. I have no shrine regalia on. This lobby is full of Shriners. So, I'm waiting to check in and there's just chaos going on. So I go to check in. It's like, hey, I just need to meet my room. All right, here we go, Mr. Bird, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, hey, what's going on here? The guy looks at me, rolls his eyes, Shriners. So I'm like, oh, great. He doesn't think I'm a Shriner. So I get my bag and I'm going. I think I'm scot-free. I'm going to head to my room. Larry Stafford looks over and he's like, Bird, let me back up. In line, I hear, we need to find the Midian guys. We need to find their rooms. So I'm like, oh, this isn't good. So Stafford, Bird, what's going on? Big Midian. He could have a blinking light that said Midian. For the rest of that trip, I took the elevator to the 5th floor and down 2 stairs to the 3rd floor so nobody messed with my room. But
we don't do things like that.
Right. We even attack our own. And off camera, we're going to talk about... Not only do we have fun outwardly, we prank each other.
Oh, and that's what makes these trips so memorable. So you get away from home and you can't leave.
Right.
So you're having fun and you're just making these memories that we still talk about. San Antonio.
We do.
Oh.
The concrete mites. I don't want to go into that. So,
but when we brought in the trophy.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
We won and we rented a mariachi.
It was the year before we had the.
Oh, we had to tear it back.
We won the first place trophy in 2011 in Omaha, so we had to bring the trophy back in, and I was the stunt judging chairman. It was my last time doing that, and they said, "Well, Fred, where's the trophy?"
We had rented a mariachi band. We're in San Antonio, and we carried in, and they're playing La Cucaracha. And we're all carrying it in. And
what were you wearing?
Sombreros.
And tuxedos.
Yes. So, Chip Hansen, rest his soul, he had the biggest smile. Chip Hansen loved that more than life.
Yes, he did.
But that's part of the thing with the director's staff.
They come up to then the guy that was one of the past presidents said, only you guys at Midian would think of doing something like that. Now, that was not a cheap deal. That mariachi band said, we'd do this for $100, but you got to pay our bar tab.
Remember that. But then we all had to buy sombreros. This thing got out of hand fast.
But that was a $400 bill to that band.
Yeah, and so we printed off on our printer a $400 bill. I don't know if it ever cashed anywhere.
It came through the bank, and they wanted to know.
So, Russ, we want to talk a little bit about the challenges of the director staff. So, fast forward. So, what are the current challenges?
The current challenges is
descriptively vague.
Yeah, well, basically, it's the law and the mentality of the world today, where you can't.
It's the anti-hazing. Let's just
anti-hazing, but nobody knows how to make fun of themselves.
Right. We're too sensitive. We're too triggered.
Yeah. We're too worried about getting sued, so we've had to get away from our traditional things we used to do and go to a
risk mitigation.
Yes, go to a more
society is full of pussies. Let's just
There
get
we go.
right
And
down
you know,
to it.
guys, everyone knows we don't edit stuff.
I was not going to say that, but you're right.
Russ can say that. He's here every week.
Yes.
Yes, I was going to go throw East Coast in there, but that's okay. But I digress. But now, thanks to this gentleman right here, what's your name again?
Yes. So it's across the board. You'll see Brian, Fred, and Russ.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Brian.
That one.
He and Mini Mom, Gary Galvin.
Shout out to Gary.
Gary Galvin, he's the man.
Yeah.
He's we call him
people.
Mini Mom or Mini because Mom stands for Master of Mayhem.
There's not many people that can outwork.
No, nobody can outwork or outbuild him.
Yeah, he's a freak.
He's one of my dearest friends.
So
Absolutely.
we had a shakeup a couple of years ago.
Yes, we did.
Abrupt shakeup, like right before we're going to basically it's the equivalent of right before you're going to walk on the stage to do your act. They say, "Oh, the script is
can't do
changed."
that.
Yeah.
Fair?
Yes, in September, was it 21?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. 21.
So they said you cannot do what we've been doing.
X. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, okay, we're a month and a half or less away from having our fall ceremonial, which at Midian is the deal. That's the
in the fall. It is the deal.
It's big.
We push people to the fall sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
And we should, but we do.
I think
Because-
I'd argue we shouldn't, but that's fine.
Well, but it's the way we did it, the whole package.
Fair.
So you came up with a team building concept
We changed it within the rules.
within the rules, and I'll be honest, the first one, it sucked.
Oh, I hated it.
I hated it. Everybody hated it.
Right.
We're like, what are we going to do? Well, we modified it.
We tweak.
We tweaked it, and the next one, I still hated it.
Right. But it got better. We start to get the buzz though.
Yeah,
because the new guys know no difference.
No, they don't. Well, the next one, the new guys started playing outside the rules we were given this,
which is what you want.
Yes. And I'm like, okay, this is okay. Then this last one, oh my goodness. All I can think is Brokeback Mountain.
Yes.
Yes, and this guy said, climb on!
So, when you do team building, think kind of corporate type things, but with a little bit of a twist. So, Gary and I have a pact. Gary says, I won't do it if Bird's doing it, and I say I won't do it unless Gary's doing it. So that's our thing.
Yes.
Now, we both have an expiration date that we put out there.
Yes.
Which is fine, because there are a lot of other great people with great minds in there that will do but here's the thing. You know how this is. This is like Tom Brady in retirement. You're going to see us in walkers shuffling through there. You know how. So Fred is like, yeah, I know what they're saying.
I know that because I've been saying, yeah, I'm done with this until the next ceremonial. I'm right in the middle of it.
Right.
I keep telling you got a new director. You need to take it. You need to take it. But
so Russ always asked a tough question. So Russ is going to ask this tough question.
So, today, the director's staff, is it important to the shrine?
Absolutely.
Is it valuable?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It truly is. Because, and Imperial even says this is the group where the fun starts. And
we touch them first.
Yes. We have connection with these people all day long. It starts we have a pre-glow night. And we're the only group that ever the shrine is the only group that has a party for the party you're gonna have a party for.
We do. That is so true.
and it seems a little silly, but at the end of the day, that was fun.
Yeah.
But Imperial says this is where the fun starts, and guys got to keep up the fun. And we're saying, okay, how? The rules have changed, the laws have changed, and they basically say, figure it out.
Yep.
So we have.
Yeah.
And Imperial's starting to see that maybe they were coming at it, they were listening to some of the wrong people, most of them were attorneys, But they were talking to other people that said, "Well, no, nobody
I don't know
wants."
if you saw this on the episode. Do you know why Russ and I didn't go to law school?
Well, I've got some ideas.
We wanted to make money.
Real money. Those lawyers make money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they make money. Just ask.
So that's all we have. Hey, brothers, thank you for watching the Old Fashion Masonic
We'll be back.
Podcast and the director staff. Cheers.
Take care.